What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. A little bit of an exciting day yesterday, only because crypto's been so boring. In fact, I think a lot of coins moved down yesterday. XRP moving up 3.5%. It moved up 3.5%, but it felt like it was like a 10% move, right? Like it definitely, that was a nice little day you had, closing above, what was that, $2.56 basically. You're at $2.58 now. I believe, and call me crazy, but I have this assumption here. I have this little theory that, you know, XRP led the rally last time alongside with XLM and HBAR and maybe Cardano. There were some other coins too, right? But this is one of the coins that led the rally last time. Might it lead the rally this time? Generally speaking, cycle to cycle, there are coins that tend to lead the cycle throughout the whole cycle, right? And maybe not the whole cycle, but at various points in the cycle. And XRP definitely seems to be one of them. If it's peeking its head out now, if it's starting to get above where most cryptos, I feel like, did not do this over the past 24 hours. Most cryptos are still in this boring phase they've been in for the last 10 days. The fact that XRP is getting a little bit of a leg start could be a good foreshadowing of the things to come, not just for XRP, but for the crypto space as a whole. Man, I really do believe that you're breaking out here. We can get confirmation on that in a few different ways. Okay, first and foremost, through ways of price action. If you want to confirm that you're breaking out from here, what I'd want to see on a daily basis is a daily close above this high. So closing above that close there. Closing above $2.70 definitely would signal to me that not only are you not moving lower than this, but you're ready to move higher. You're ready to break out and go higher. So closing above 270, you're at 258.7 right now. That would be good. That'd be very good. Okay, looking at the price, the fibs from a relative high to a relative low, on a fib basis, the area that I would need to see you break above to convince me that you're not going lower than this low here would be at about 266, the golden ratio, right? I would need to see a day, 2 days preferably, to close above 266. So 270 for one, 266 for another. That's close enough. All in all, that's kind of the area, the golden ratio zone that we're looking for you to break above. When you do that, that will validate this as a low, that'll validate this as a low, and that we're also getting ready to go higher to new highs. The area to watch that it'll basically be like our final gate, the final boss before seeing new all-time highs, is $3.16. When we get above $3.16, and I want to be clear as to what I'm saying here, okay, in case I'm not. Because if I'm talking about 316, some people might be like, I thought you were just saying 266, 270. I thought, what about that? What this signals down here, breaking above that, what that signals is we're not going lower. Already, personally, I don't think we're going lower. But validate that in the charts. Who cares what I have to say? Charts tell us all what you have to say. It'd be very validating to close above your golden ratio, to close above this daily high here at $2.70. So that would validate that you're not going lower. What this validates, the 886, what that suggests is when you break above $3.16, that you are going, and obviously it's already implied if you're not going lower, you're going to go higher. But when are you going to see these targets? Right? We never know. But we can assume to know that when you break above $3.16, it's going to be in a very short amount of time. You can think about it now. You can think about it now all you want. You're at $2.58.7 right now. You can think about $4. You can think about $5 and beyond all you want right now. But the reality is, until you get above 316, it's not really worth thinking about. Okay, it may be considering overall for like selling prices and stuff, but it's nothing that's going to happen. We're looking at this daily time frame. It's nothing that's going to happen this week or next week. These targets are reserved in a short amount of time, in a very near time frame, once you get above the 886. So just to be abundantly clear, 316 is the final boss. It's the gatekeeper that prevents you from seeing new all-time highs. Okay, $2.70 is where we get excited. 316 is where we start to get crazy euphoric because XRP is going out to new all-time highs. Something that only the XRP army had faith in this whole cycle, right? Something that you had faith in for multiple cycles, and your faith has been long and tested and finally paid off. If we take this high to low here, you can see that we've broken above this 886. We're on a monthly aspect, okay? This is something that took years, multiple cycles to form through, right? So finally, you broke above your 886 last month. In a short amount of time, we're going to move up to this area. But on a monthly aspect. So a short amount of time, you know, maybe by the end of this month, we're at new all-time highs. Maybe by the end of the following month, we're all the way up here at $8.37. And in fact, I would think that we are at $8.37 to $13.60 by the end of March. You know, just on the way, I didn't even mean for this to happen, but what a perfect way to flow into this, right? The fact that you've broken above your 886, we already know. I don't have to explain that again, right? That suggests in a very short amount of time, you're going to these extended areas. Okay, 316 based on the relative fib from this high to low, this very small fib, 316 is what tells us that we're going to see new all-time highs. But, you know, by way of, I don't know, of like logical thinking, by piecing things together, new all-time highs here would imply that you're breaking out, you're seeing the completion of this move breaking above that 886 and going at least to $8.37. I want to be very clear, you guys. For a long time, basically all of January, and a good bit of December, when I was talking about XRP moving higher by the end of March, by the end of February, the targets that I had in mind were anything from 630 at a minimum to 1041 at a maximum. I hadn't really considered higher targets than that, okay? This month, February, I've gotten real friendly with dropping that minimum target from 641, dropping it entirely and moving it up to an $8.37 target, right? And I've gone over my reasons for that, but let me just try and say it real briefly. Okay, first and foremost, you're in the midst of a multi-cycle breakout move. Phenomenal beginning. I can only imagine that when you break out of your new all-time highs, it will also be pretty phenomenal. A move that takes you up to 837, it's not even as big as the move that brought you up here, right? From that low, that same move would take you all the way up above 12 bucks, okay? That same move would. And maybe that's not completely accurate. Let me actually look at this, because that was from the high. I want to go from this low to this high. That's what I want to measure. Because that sounded a little bit high. I want to be accurate. This is technical analysis. Let's be technical. From that low, that same move, it would take you to 1073. Okay. So that move would take you to 1073. I'm saying your minimum would be $8.37. I don't think I'm asking for much, right? I'm asking actually for a smaller move when it comes to at a minimum, okay? If it were to be the same move, we would land somewhere around 11 bucks. And if this move was bigger, heaven forbid, a multi-cycle consolidation phase that you've freshly broken out of, you just broke above your 886, and now you're seeing new all-time highs for your first time in 2 cycles. Forgive me for thinking that you could see a more powerful move now than you saw here. I really do, and I haven't thought for the past couple months, I really didn't think that 1350 would happen by the end of March, but I really accept it as a possibility. I still wouldn't count on it. It's not something I would bet on, but I'm counting on it more, or considering it more now than I have over the past 2 months. I genuinely am. But what I also am considering amidst all this consideration is that the minimum target deserves, it 100% deserves to be right there at $8.37. Okay, there's no other way around it. There's just no other way around it in my opinion. Right? You're looking at the monthly RSI. If this month closes green, if it closes red in the next 14 days, 20 hours, I doubt it closes red. But if it closes green, we're going to be at some of the highest levels in the RSI that we've been in a long time. Okay, we're going to, if this month closes green, we're not going to have a point down. We're going to have a point up where we're above the 90. The last time that XRP got above the 90, that was here in April 2017, okay, on a monthly aspect. What'd you do there in April 2017? Well, April you moved up 143%. The following month, May, you moved up 374%, right? April is when you closed above the 90. If we close green this month, we're going to close above the 90. The following month, in 2017, the last time we had a big move up, okay, which by the way, we're going to go over this. Let me complete my thought. Just hold on. This is cool, guys, okay? The following month was the one that was big, 374. Big move, right? 374. Okay. And the month that preluded this, the month here in April that closed above the 90 here on your RSI, you had a pretty big wick to the downside, and then you came back up for a bullish finish. Pretty big wick to the downside. You might come up for a bullish finish and close above the 90. Similar circumstances. And what I mean by similar circumstances is I mean it more than just the RSI. I mean the price action too. It seems a bit similar, doesn't it? It seems a bit similar. I don't know. The movements seem a bit similar. I don't know. It might be. It probably is. I'm not, I'm probably the best person in the world. Trust me, I know a lot about what looks similar in this. This is a similar. I don't know, guys. I'm very bad at doing Donald Trump impersonations. If you couldn't tell, well, not now you can tell because that was definitely not the best one. But all I'm trying to say is, I might not know everything and I might not know the future, but I can pretend to know that this looks very damn similar to what we did over here, okay? And what you did here, I want to know. I just want to ask a simple question. Whenever you saw higher highs relative to this high, was it anywhere near that high that you stopped, or was it noticeably higher? If we actually take a high to a low of that range, what did you do? You went all the way up to your 1618 before you stopped anywhere else, okay? The 1618. From a high to a low, I'm not asking you to go to your 1618. I'm just saying your 1272 at a minimum. And I'm actually even saying your 1414 at a maximum. You're going to get to your 1618. You're going to get there. You're going to go above there. And it's going to happen by the end of this cycle. But by the end of March, probably in this zone. Okay, I'm very confident in that. What about this one's 1618? Where's that? Is that the $6 target? Yeah, 641. Maybe we only go to 641, but I doubt it, man. I really do think with this kind of movement, this kind of behavior, tearing through the golden ratio, you literally just tore all the way up to the 1272. There's no way. I mean, there's not no way. I don't want to say that, but it's very unlikely that you stop at 641. You're probably going to go, by this metric, at least to $10, if not $13 here. And then by this metric, the minimum target would be 837. I'm sorry. 837 I feel like is a generous enough target to the downside. I truthfully do believe XRP, you are going to see prices above $11 by the end of this move. I think it starts now. And we'll know if this month closes green, we'll know that you're just continuing. You're doing very similar things to what you did last time. You have similar, literally similar to all degrees, right? Similar pattern. It's just a bigger pattern here. If it's not the whole pattern, if it's not from this like whole thing here, then it's even more similar because it's about the same size being in this right here, right? Similar breakout phase, similar move. It's less robust now, but aren't you going to be more robust with lower market caps? Of course you are. And then also, of course, similar readings in the RSI. And I'm going to end the video with this too. I want to offer this perspective. You probably also consolidate in a similar way and end your cycle in a similar way. I have a very strong belief that XRP, by the end of this next move, I think you will outperform the average crypto, right? I think this move going from 258 taking you up above 10 bucks, I really do believe you're going to go above $11 or at least around $11 by the end of this move. Doing something like that, you're going to outperform the average crypto. Right, just like here, it outperformed the average crypto, but then you consolidated for over half a year, okay, where the average crypto started to outperform you. I think that's what's going to happen. XRP will outperform the average crypto as it did before. It'll complete this move, and then it will get outperformed until the end of the cycle when it's September, October, November, whatever, and XRP is having its finale move. It goes from 10 bucks all the way up to 45 bucks or higher than that. That's my theory. And that would make sense. Maybe not on a price perspective. Maybe it goes higher. Maybe it doesn't go as high. But it would make sense if you think of it like this. I believe that this is an impulsive move. Impulsive counts have 5 wave counts, okay? Elliott impulsive wave. Look it up if you want, right? Go down the rabbit hole. Essentially, it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's a 5 wave count. What I offer, the perspective I offer, is that you're going to have some kind of 1 wave, 2 here, 3 will take you up to there. Your 4th wave you'll consolidate for a long time, and then your 5th wave at the end of the year will take you all the way up here. I think it's going to be a 5 wave count. Impulsive waves are known for these impulsive moves. That's where they get, right? They're very impulsive moves. The consolidations are on the even waves, right? So wave 2 is consolidation, wave 4 is consolidation. Essentially, think of it as 3 moves up with 2 consolidated phases in between. I think we've gone through one right now. I think we've already gone through a consolidated phase. It doesn't look like it so much on a monthly aspect, but if you look at it on a weekly aspect, it makes sense. And if this is what I think it is, this could be the beginning of an impulsive count, which means you've only had 1 out of 3 moves up. You're going to have another. You're going to consolidate again, and then you're going to have another. How long does this consolidation phase have to be? There's no rule. It can be a long time. The only rule really for wave 4 is that it cannot come back down to this area here. So if the count's to be accurate. But anyways, that's a little bit of different stuff that I normally talk about on here. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If any of this was unclear, I want to be very clear right now and just summarize all of this. I believe XRP right now at $2.58 is gearing up to outperform most of the market over the month of March. I believe that it will move up to targets that are above $8, likely $8.37 at a minimum. Likely you move above $10, and even you could see prices as high as $13.50, $13.30, something like that, right? My personal target in mind is $11, pretty accurate, right around $11. If I had to guess, I might even think just below 11 or maybe just above 11, but right around $11 is what I want to say. So I hope that all makes sense. If it does, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you all for being here. Take it easy. Bye-bye.